Hello everyone and welcome to today's class. We're just going to be doing a simple warm down today. So if you've had a workout already, this is going to be a great class to do towards the end of your workout, just to stretch everything out and get the body cooling down and the heart rate coming back to its average pace. So we'll start off in a child's pose position. Bring the big toes together and the knees wide apart. Stretch the arms out as far as you can to the top of the mat. And then just relax your forehead. Nice deep inhale here through the nose and out the nose again. So inhale and exhale. Another nice long inhale, and this time we'll exhale through the mouth. And exhale through the mouth. Two more of those. Inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. And a nice long inhale to the top of the belly, to the pit of the belly. Really expand that belly with air and exhale through the mouth. Last one, inhale, filling the entire body with air. And exhaling, allowing that exhale to carry all the tension out. Your next inhale, move your feet to about hip distance apart, so your toes are pointing towards the end of the mat now. We're going to meet in downward facing dog, so we'll come up, bring our knees about hip distance, tuck the toes, keep the hands where they are, push the seat back into downward dog. You may need to take a step closer towards the face, and then just make sure that the shoulders are moving away from the ears, the arms are long and straight, the shoulders are strong. The legs are strong and active, the glutes active, the spine is long. If you're feeling a little bit of tension, bend the knees a lot here. And then just breathe. We're not going to do any sort of vinyasa flow or any flow today, we're just warming down. So your next inhale, draw that right knee towards the nose. Hold it here, take a breath in. And exhale, release down, back into downward dog. Next side, inhale, left knee comes towards the nose. Keep the arms strong, shoulders are protracting here, space in between the shoulders. And exhale, release into your down dog. And then just walk it out. And then when you're ready, inhale, gaze forward, lift the heels, bend the knees. Begin walking small steps to the front of your mat. To bring the feet about hip distance apart. Inhale, lengthen halfway up here, let the back straighten, lengthen, the legs lengthen, the arms lengthen. And as you exhale, gently bend the knees and grab onto either sides of the elbows, allowing the head to dangle over the legs. Let the shoulders slide towards the seat, so up towards the sky, keeping that space in the neck. Another nice deep inhale here. And exhale, release the hands. And start lowering the seat down towards the mat now. Until you come into a seated position. Bring the soles of the feet together for a butterfly pose. So the heels don't need to be too close to the pelvis. You can move them quite far out. We're just looking for an opening in the hips here. Grab onto the ankles. Let me just face you guys. So you want to grab onto the ankles, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, just gently keep that long, straight spine as you fold forward. And just go as far as you're able to, not overstretching or overreaching here. Just being in a content space with no judgments. Just observing the way the body's feeling and being accepting. The next inhale, come all the way up. We'll just gently hug the knees into the chest. And just try and stay here in this little ball. If you can, bow your head down gently towards the knees, creating a nice little stretch in the back line of the neck. And breathe. And when you're ready, gently tuck the tailbone to roll down onto the back, keeping the head close to the knees. And then exhale, release the feet down as well as the neck. So the knees are going to stay pointing up towards the ceiling. Your feet will be grounded, heels are more or less directly underneath the knees. Release the arms alongside the body, palms facing down. We're going to go into a bridge posture. So keep a nice grip on the toes. Like I said, the knees are about hip distance apart here. And wherever you're ready, we'll inhale and we'll just lift the pelvis off the floor. And this is where we'll stay for about 3 breaths. The quads are nice and active here. The knees are not falling out to the side. It's as if they're magnets trying to pull closer together, but you're resisting them coming in closer. Okay, exhale, release the pelvis down. Again, inhale, lift the pelvis. And again, feel the activation in the upper legs, in the glutes. And exhale, release down. Next, inhale, we'll go into the full expression of the posture. Inhale, lift the pelvis. Start peeling the spine, 1 vertebra at a time off your mat. Sending the pelvis up high into the sky. Really push the hips up. Keeping space in the neck and the collarbones. Your collarbones are smiling here. Keep pushing up. Active quads, active glutes. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Another one. Inhale. And exhale. And again, we're going to go even higher this time in bridge. Inhale, push up. Keep that space in your chest. And exhale. Inhale one more time. And as you exhale, gently start releasing the spine back down to the mat. 1 vertebra at a time. Nice and slow here. Really slow. Try and have the lower back completely on the mat before the seat reaches there. Nice. And then just sliding the hands up and grabbing onto the knees as you hug each knee into opposite armpits. Well, into the armpits. Not crossing them over or anything. And then you can flex and point your feet. And then just release that right leg all the way down. Keeping that left knee hugging in towards the shoulder. And pointing that toes towards the knees. And breathe here. This is a lovely stretch for the lower back and the hips. It's a great, great release for your hips. And then whenever you're ready, the right hand meets that left knee and it crosses that leg over the right leg. So just a gentle, sublime twist here. And then release that opposite arm, that right arm, sorry, the left arm. And then gaze to the left. And breathe. Nice deep inhale. Exhale here. Next inhale, draw that knee back in towards the shoulder. Hugging it nice and tight. Active feet. And exhale. Release. Let the right leg scissor past as you grab and hold on to that knee. Hugging it tightly in towards the shoulder. And again, breathe. Relax. Don't hold tension in any unnecessary joints or part of the body. And just release here and feel into the stretch in your inner thigh, your outer thigh. Now grab using the left hand this time. Grab onto that right knee and cross it over. And then the right hand comes to extend. So you can cactus the arm if there's no space to extend it. But I've got some space here, so I'll make use of it. And we're just twisting, trying to keep both shoulders planted on the ground. And breathe. And just let go of any expectations or thoughts and just really be in the here and the now. One more nice inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, hug that knee into the chest again. Breathe. This is a great physiotherapy stretch. It's very often used. And then just exhale, release both legs down. Hands pointing to the top of the mat, feet pointing to the end of the mat. You're going to inhale and point the fingers and point the toes. So it's like you're reaching to the either ends of the glass. Really reaching, and then inhale, hug into the knees. Bring the head towards the knees. And exhale again one more time for me. Stretching, reaching, making yourself even more taller. And inhale, hugging into the knees. And then just exhale, gently coming back into a reclined position, the arms alongside the body, knees falling in towards each other. And you can just drop your knees over to the right. And inhale, let them fall over to the left. Just be careful that you don't bash them into the wall next to you, or just be very conscious with your movements. And then just go through with your own breath here. Just allowing the knees to fall from left to right as if they were windscreen wipers on a drizzly day. Really feel the pressure of the lower back as you're pushing up, meeting through the center, allowing the legs to fall over to the opposite side. This is a really nice stretch for the hips. It's great for the mobility. Great. So finishing your cycle that you're on, we'll all meet on the right hand side, finishing off our practice now. So we'll meet on the right hand side, knees are falling to the right. We'll use that right leg, so the bottom leg, to lift the foot and hook it on top of that left knee. And we'll just stay like this. You can take both hands, palms facing down on the chest. And this is a lovely hip flexor stretch. As well as it goes as deep as the psoas muscle, where a lot of your emotions are stored. So just really breathing here. One final breath in this posture. And release the knee. Allow the knees to fall over to the opposite side. When you're ready and both shoulders are grounded, lift that left foot and hook it on top of the right knee gently. And again, just focusing on where you're feeling that stretch, that front hip flexor, possibly the knees. I feel a little bit in my side body. Just breathing into all those spaces, letting go, giving away. Final breath here. Gently release the knee. Allow them to come pointing back towards the ceiling. Allowing them to fall in towards each other, creating a capital A with the legs. And then allow the arms to come alongside the bodies, palms facing up. Tuck the shoulders. And then toe heel, your feet together, and allow the knees to open up into a reclined Baddha Konasana. And just 5 breaths here. And your 5th and final breath, you can release your feet to either ends of the mat. Moving into Shavasana, your final resting pose. And just take your time here to scan through the body, to release any unwanted emotions, any unwanted feelings, whether it be tension you may be holding, or maybe a spasm of sorts. Just allowing the breath to carry everything away. On your next inhale, begin bringing small movements back to the body, welcoming a wiggle of the toes, or maybe rubbing the thumb across each finger. Your next inhale, reach the arms above the head, stretching as if you're waking for the first time today. Next inhale draws the knees back into the chest, hugging yourself, expressing self-love and gratitude. When you're ready, roll over. And we'll all meet up in a seated position. Head is heavy and eyes are closed. Again, just gathering our thoughts, letting go of any judgments or emotions that do not serve us. Just following the breath and allowing it to be your guide through your days, through your practice. Drawing the hands to the heart center, sealing the hands into the prayer mudra. Gently bow your head to your heart, your greatest teacher, Namastè. Thank you all so very much for joining me for class today. Keep your eyes open for more like this.